Okay, so down to me to do some thank yous to begin with. And the first two people I want to thank is Paolo to start with. I can't see where he is. Wave your hand. He's outside. Excellent, he's washing up. Fantastic. Very nice dinner. And for Angela for the desserts. Angela. I think Angela got a bigger cheer. So, you know, this whole operation, this kind of thing that started off as a hobby, well, actually started off as a conversation in a beer garden with Chris, myself, and a couple of other very scary people. We thought, let's do this. And without the following, it would not be possible. So it's the team that makes this work, because no matter how hard I worked, without the team, it would not be possible. So I've written them down so I don't forget anybody. So I want to thank each and every person in turn: Sophie Manton, Sarah Humphreys, Angela Lillycrop, Amanda Clifford, Susie Black, Peter Mays for the co-coaching forum, Angela Jones, Anjay and Mel for the practice group, plus a whole range of other things. Nick Rowe and Barbara, who aren't here. And if I've forgotten somebody, I humbly apologize, but I think that's the team. Also want to thank Chris, of course, because I've said before, without Chris's input, again, this would just be another course. I think what Chris adds to it, especially on the language stuff, is unique. I've been lucky enough to train with some of the gurus in the world of NLP, and some of them are good, but actually, Chris is better. And I mean that sincerely. Now, I want to make a special point of thanking Mel for being absolutely ridiculously fantastic over the last 12 months. I think there's not somebody in this room who hasn't experienced her personal touch from training, coaching, and mail merges. Thanks. And all of that special thing that Mel does, that sometimes is just like a laser beam that goes right to the heart of the issue. So, thanks. Now, I wanted to thank all of you guys, because without you, we wouldn't be here. I also want to thank Dougal. Can't see where he is. He's there. Excellent. He's well trained. Because again, without him, guess what? None of this would happen. I think that's all the people I need to thank. Okay. So it's been said that the second most powerful force in the universe is an idea whose time has come. An idea whose time has come. Obviously, the first and most powerful force in the universe is love. And this room is full of it right now. So powerful ideas. And I think I want to say this. This room, this stuff, all of this has been a great idea. And it's only been a great idea because of Chris, Karen. Trust me, the first time I met Karen, I thought, wow, now this is somebody who shares a page that I can operate out of. Something about quality, focus on the individual having real skills, quality training. And that's why we teamed up. There were other organizations that we could have gone for accreditation, but we chose the ANLP. Interestingly enough, none of those other organizations really exist anymore. Lots of them have gone by the wayside because they didn't put the student first. They didn't put the stuff, the NLP first. They put a business model first. I think what's happened in this room over the last 10 years, and we're now going into our 11th year, has sometimes been frighteningly inspirational and moving. I've seen people come through that door on a September, or even on a February. Quiet, shy, not what they could be. And I see them leave, and I see them set in this room tonight, transformed, powerful, more confident, with a real can-do attitude. And I think that's pretty much a miracle. And you know who you are. Another powerful idea that's been around for a while is the human potential movement, or the personal development movement, often referred to, I guess in a sort of a negative way, the personal development industry, of which we are a part. It's been inspirational and it's been powerful. and lives have been transformed all around the world with simple ideas, techniques, interventions. I was thinking this morning when I was thinking, oh, I better say something of some value. I was thinking, what were the things that seemed to affect me as I decided I wanted to change my life from where I was, and some of you know my personal history. And there are people like Jim Rohn who massively influenced my early thinking about what is possible and about taking control and responsibility for my own life. A. Huxley's lecture on human potentialities started me. I read that and I thought, oh, this guy really has got something to say, and it really affected me. And I thought, what are the possibilities? James Allen's book, there's tons of it in the library. We reprinted it because it affected me so much, How a Man Thinketh. Could there be more an NLP book in the world? I don't think so. There is pure NLP. William James, the father of modern psychology, his ideas leak all over NLP books, especially the early writings. And of course, we have Gregory Bateson and his pet project that led Richard and John to create a spark that glowed very, very brightly. And other people noticed that spark, and they joined the group, and they fanned that spark into a flame that went all the ways around the world, and NLP became a global phenomenon. Now, NLP has got its detractors, of course it has. But things are happening in the world of NLP that are so exciting, from university, investigations and research to worldwide, the American government putting millions and millions and millions of dollars into research for NLP for post-traumatic stress disorder, and that's just one example. There are lots of other things as well, which if I told you I'd have to kill you, so I won't tell you right now. So lots and lots of exciting things happening. Next year, NLP is 40 years old. And I was reminded of this the other day by Sally Vanson, that is, and I thought, bloody hell, 40 years old, and I'm 50. So it's been around nearly as long as me. Not quite. Robert Dilts, some of you know him. Robert Dilts is planning a huge event in California, in Santa Cruz, the birthplace of NLP. But we're going to have a couple of events here. What they are, I don't know yet because we haven't really decided, but we're going to do something that's cool, and we'll mark out the occasion, and we will involve as many college students as we possibly can. But to you in this room, and indeed to the wider college membership, of which there are hundreds of you now, because we've been doing this a long time, I have a challenge for you. In the words of Steve Jobs, I want you to go out there and put a dent in the universe, a positive dent. And I want to challenge you, all of you, to make a difference that can be marked and measured for yourself, for your family, for your community, for a specific group that you feel some akin to, that you can add value. This is my challenge to you. Make the 40th year of NLP something that beams out across the world and says, not only do we have the tools, not only do we have the attitude and the energy, but we have the willpower and we want to do it. Thanks very much.